Hello, we are here for one more lesson of this AxisVM training course. Still, as we started in the new version 5. And today's topic will be the handling of the software. And I'm mentioning the handling as a couple of interesting and important notions about the cursor, the keyboard, the mouse, and some graphical tooltips that you need to know. So the first thing I'd like to mention, and these are concepts that you may need and you may want to explore. The first one, it is about the cursor. So you have your mouse, which should be Microsoft compatible. And your cursor assumes different graphical appearance according to what it is happening around your drawing, around your graphical area. So we have these crosshairs look, which is a status where nothing happens. So the program is waiting for informations to happen, something that the user can do. For example, if we move over one element, you see that it changes the appearance. And the same happen if we click on one of the elements. It appears this dialog box, which is not very important for the moment. But you see that when we click and passing over different types of elements, you see that the appearance changes according to what we are selecting and according to what we have. So we can call this a smart cursor. So it has some intelligence to recognize the different things that appear here. It is important also to understand there are other graphical appearances of the cursor. You may want to discover them if you go a little on the software, test different things, and you may start to get different types of appearance, but they are very easy to understand and very easy to start implementing in your work. Then we have something that I call some tooltips. We get this kind of a help, which we get when we move over the menus. So when you go over the functions with our cursor, you see in this bar below, we have some messages that help us to at least to have an idea of what this particular command or option does. So this is present in many things of the software. So it is interesting to put your eyes a little also in this specific area, because when you start with the software, this help sometimes may be precious for you. Now another topic that I would like to mention in this video are the keyboard shortcuts, which exist in many commands. So there are defaults for many things. To give you one or two ideas, for example, if I click in F7, which is here, I get a function called stories. So it is a shortcut to reach this function. Okay, I have a huge list of functions, and you may want to see them in our theoretical side of the course, or in the document that we share inside the reserve area. But it is important also if you want to change them, we can come to the settings menu. We have a function called keyboard shortcuts, and in these keyboard shortcuts we can access all the functions we have. Okay, we have a list also here with a lot of things, so a lot of information around here. But we can choose one of these functions. For example, the ones that have this yellow rectangle, this is the shortcut, and we may want to apply a new shortcut to a command. So simply we choose this, and we can, I'm not sure if it is already selected or not, but let us say Control-Alt-H, for example. Okay, it functions. So I've inserted this Control-Alt-H to call this command called work plans. Okay, so this is the idea to work with the software in terms of the shortcuts. So, and as you understand, this is open to change what you want. Another important thing is something called quick menu, which is a quick access to functions. And these quick menus that appear, and they are in our screen when we do a right click with our mouse. For example, inside the empty graphical area, if we make this right click, we get this menu, standard situation. For example, if we are selecting, we get a different type of menu. And for example, and we use this in terms of geometry elements loads. We have also a different type of quick menu when we have results already in our screen. So there are a couple of different looks or different appearances in terms of the quick menus, which you can also explore when you start working with the software. But the important conclusion to have in this video, it is these different types of graphical and handling approaches which may help you to take more productivity of the program. So please try these ideas. If you want to read a little more about it, you can access more detailed information inside our Area 51. So if you feel important to assess it, contact us, and we will give you also all details on how to assess that specific area. Besides, any question, any help, any support, you know how to reach us. So we will give you all the answers and all the necessary support that you may need.